There's a hidden truth that every truly high-value man understands, and most men go their entire lives without ever grasping it. Respect is not something you beg for, it's not something you demand with words, and it's not something you try to guilt someone into giving you. Respect is something you embody. It's written in your posture, your tone, your choices, and your refusal to bend on what matters. And here's the coldest reality: women don't respect what you say, they respect what you enforce. They don't respect promises, they respect boundaries. They don't respect charm, they respect backbone. They don't respect how much you say yes, they respect how firm you are when you say no. Most men don't lose women because they stopped loving them, they lose them the second they stop commanding respect. And it usually doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, quietly, in 1,000 small ways when a man trades his power for approval. That's when she stops looking at him as a man she admires, and starts looking at him as a man she can control. The truth is brutal, but undeniable. The moment you accept disrespect, even once, you become replaceable in her mind. It doesn't matter how many years you've been together, how much you've sacrificed, or how deep you think your bond is. That bond is built on her instinct to respect you. And when she senses that you'll tolerate being belittled, mocked, ignored, or tested without consequence, that bond breaks. From that moment forward, she stops seeing you as a man she needs to impress and begins treating you like a man she can use. She may keep you around for comfort, convenience, or security, but her respect for you, the thing that fuels attraction and admiration, starts to die. Pay attention, because this is where most men get fooled. She might still say she loves you. She might still hold your hand in public. She might even still be affectionate. But watch closely when no one else is looking. Watch her tone when she's frustrated. Watch how she speaks when she doesn't need to perform for anyone. Respect doesn't live in sweet words, it lives in consistency, in the subtle ways she talks to you, looks at you, and treats you when she doesn't think you're paying attention. That's where the truth lives. And if that truth shows you disrespect, it means somewhere along the line, you trained her to believe she could get away with it. Every time you laugh off her mocking you, every time you stay quiet after she dismisses your opinion, every time you apologize for something she did wrong, every time you show up after she ghosted you or ignored you, you send her one loud message: my worth depends on your attention. And the moment she registers that, desire begins to die. Because desire cannot survive where there is no respect. Women don't test men because they are cruel, they test because it's in their nature. They want to feel out your strength. They want to know if your values are real or just performance. They want to know if the man they're with is solid enough to stand, or soft enough to fold. A man without boundaries isn't a safe place. He's not someone she can lean on, he's someone she can lean against until he collapses. And deep down, that makes her feel unsafe, not loved. The solution isn't anger. It isn't raising your voice or proving yourself louder. It's clarity. It's consequence without chaos. It's becoming the man who never explains too much, never begs, never argues, but also never tolerates disrespect, not once, not ever. And it starts by recognizing what disrespect actually looks like, because most men only think it's the big moments, the yelling, the name-calling. No. Disrespect is subtle. It's her constantly interrupting you when you speak. It's mocking your dreams. It's comparing you to other men, especially exes. It's giving silent treatment instead of communicating. It's texting other men while dismissing your concerns as insecurity. These are not harmless acts. They are micro-hits to your dignity. And when stacked over time, they destroy you from the inside out. The way forward is simple, but it's not easy. You call it out once, directly, calmly, without emotion. You say, don't speak to me that way again. And if it happens again, you don't explain yourself. You don't fight. You don't repeat yourself. You leave. You walk. No games, no drama, no raised voice, just action. And when you do this, one of two things will happen. Either she will level up, respect you more, and adjust to your standard, or she will leave. And if she leaves, you win too, because you just removed someone from your life who was draining you. Either way, your power grows, because you finally started commanding respect instead of begging for it. And let me make something very clear, this isn't just about women. This is about how you live in the world. Your boss, your friends, your family, strangers, how you let people treat you is how they decide your worth. The man who has no boundaries, who tolerates disrespect just to keep the peace, always ends up exhausted. He resents others, but really, he resents himself. And eventually, he breaks, either in an outburst of anger or in silent collapse. But the man who honors his standards, who lives with clear, unshakable boundaries, becomes solid, focused, untouchable. He doesn't have to demand respect, he commands it without saying a word. And that transformation will ripple into every corner of your life. The same discipline you use to refuse disrespect from others will become the discipline you apply to yourself. You'll stop tolerating mediocrity in your own habits. You'll stop procrastinating. You'll stop numbing yourself with endless scrolling or chasing temporary highs. You'll redirect that energy into building your body, strengthening your mind, and creating a mission that doesn't depend on anyone's validation. You'll wake up earlier than you want to. You'll train when your body resists. You'll build projects you've been putting off for years. You'll cut off weak friendships, avoid environments that drain your energy, and align your life with your highest standard. When you live this way, something shifts. You no longer need respect, you radiate it. People feel it when you walk into a room. Your silence carries more weight than other men's shouting. Your presence demands attention before you've spoken a word. Even the woman who once disrespected you will look at you one day and realize she lost access to a man she will never touch again. That realization will haunt her more than anything you could have ever said in anger. And you won't need to rub it in. You'll be too busy building, too focused on evolving, too grounded in your own power to even look back. This is how you rise. Not by demanding, not by shouting, not by trying to prove your worth, but by drawing a line in the sand and standing firm behind it, alone if you must. That's the moment you shift from being a man she tolerates to being a man she respects, a man the world respects. Every second you tolerate disrespect is a second you delay your greatness. Don't wait for rock bottom. Don't wait for betrayal to wake you up. Choose self-respect now. Guard it with your life, because it is your life. And once you make that shift, once you decide that disrespect is no longer allowed in your presence, you won't need to chase respect ever again. You'll command it without saying a word.